Alright, let's shoot one of these things. I've got no idea what to say and how I'm gonna fill the 10 minutes, so where this episode goes is a total mystery. Your guess is as good as mine. So the humming of the creatures in the background reminds me of there was a kids show 5-10 years ago when they had a scene where everybody started transforming in a horrible, painful fashion, but they just had very soft, peaceful music and playing as this happened, and that really just kind of put me in a weird state of mind when I saw that. The music just made it next level. It kind of made it feel almost like a dream or like some kind of creepypasta where you start wondering, is this supposed to be happening? Because what's happening on screen absolutely does not match what the music is, and makes you think that this is some kind of horrible thing where you weren't supposed to see this, and the creepypasta has become real. I'm not going to tell you which cartoon this was, by the way. I think it's more fun if you can figure it out yourselves, and somebody out there probably already knows. What am I talking about? Nobody knows about this channel. I can pretend that there's some cartoon sleuth out there who knows the exact scene, but there isn't. There's only me. He done got eaten. Poor guy, he had such a short life, as the video's only been going on for about 1 minute and 52 seconds. And rest in peace, Yellow Blob. July 26, 2020 to July 26, 2020. Gone but not forgotten. Reminds me of there was a different show once where the character, it was more like an action type show, when the character went to the future and they had all of his friends from the past didn't survive in the horrible future, so they just had a grave site that said gone but not forgotten, and then next door they had a grave for his teacher and it just said gone. And that was pretty darn funny. I won't tell you what that cartoon is either. Gotta leave some mystery to all of this. We're up to 10 guys, so we're not doing too bad in this level, honestly. Later on, it's just gonna get pitiful, because I think one of the levels I finished with 4 guys out of 20. Look at him all jiggling about. I like that they added that. They could have just had it be a normal surface, but they added something unique to make it an interesting experience. Good on you, Sony developers. Good on you. Yeah. So there's 20 in each level, but you probably didn't need me to tell you that. That was kinda obvious. I don't know how the score system works. I assume it correlates to the number of guys. I mean, why wouldn't it? So on this loading screen that's going to come up where it's the white background with the guys, there's actually a sharp increase in the frame rate, but you don't get to see that because we've got a consistent 48 FPS. And it jumps from 30 to 60 in the actual game, and it's very noticeable. Oh no, we're inside a man. Nintendo used to do they used to like these types of levels a lot. They had the Yoshi's Island level where you get eaten by the frog, and there was Mario and Luigi Partners in Time where you got eaten by something or other. And hell, come to think of it, Bowser's Inside Story, the whole game was a stomach level. Well, mostly, 70%, I want to say. Gosh, they built a whole thing around that. I've never liked stomach levels personally. Yeah, so I was just thinking back to when I first got Mario and Luigi Partners in Time at the store, and gosh, buying games from just there's like a grocery store where that's not the main thing that they sell. It's just such a hassle, because, they've got them in the back and you gotta... Well, I don't know how the system is now, but it used to be back then that you'd have to tell the guy which one you wanted, and you could either pay for it up front, you could pay for it right then and there, or you could pay for it with the rest of your groceries. If you wanted to do it that way, they'd write it down on a piece of paper, and then the person who checks you out at the counter would have to, they'd look at the slip of paper and call somebody from the back who would bring it over, and it's just such a hassle. Compared to these days, you just press a download button and you give them your card information, and that's that. 2-step process, and all from the comfort of your home. No wonder retail sales are dead. Why would anybody want to go through such a hassle just to buy a simple video game? And I heard in more rough areas, if you wanted to buy a video game that way, there were extra steps you had to take to make sure that you didn't steal it, and like the store had to take a picture of you holding the video game to verify that you were indeed the purchaser, and who would ever want to put up with such a thing? Not to mention the selection's pretty crummy compared to what you could get on a digital storefront. I mean, that's just a matter of logistics. The store can only carry so much merch, Yes, indeed. They can only have their limited display compared to the digital storefront where they have everything you could possibly imagine. Retail is dead, and by God, we killed it. There's all those articles saying that millennials are killing this and that. They're killing the diamond industry, and they're killing shopping malls, and they're killing me. Somebody should just make an article like that, satirizing the whole millennials are killing this and that. Could say millennials are killing me. What about Gen Z? Are they doing stuff? They're the Gen Z is the cool young people now. Us millennials have aged quite quickly. I think I'm considered a millennial. I probably shouldn't have said that, because that's going to give you a pretty big clue as to when I was born, and you might use that to steal my social security information or something. I'm going to have to beep that out. Don't want that information floating around on the interwebs. I don't know you people. It's just like that episode of the H3H3 podcast where he had Bill Burr on there, and he was asking him questions about his family, and Bill Burr wouldn't answer the questions because you don't know who's gonna see it. You don't want those psychos to know all that personal information about your family. And God, that was just a train wreck of an episode. Just Ethan had no idea how to handle Bill Burr as a guest. I mean, Bill Burr's a funny guy, but you gotta give him room to say his stuff. You don't want to push him around. You just gotta let him do his thing. I'm surprised they even posted that episode, honestly. That fruit is not playing along. Come on. Well, now it's too late. I think this is the episode where I get like 4 of them in total. Look at this. I'm missing all of them. It's a goddamn train wreck. Anyway, so with the H3 podcast, I'm surprised they didn't just scrap the episode halfway through, like when they went to the ad roll, because that's what I would have done when they get to the halfway point. Just ask him, okay, do you even want to keep doing this? Because if it were up to me, I say we just cut our losses and just walk away at this point, because this episode clearly ain't going anywhere good. That's what I would have done. And who knows where things would have gone from there. Do you think he would have respected me for admitting that the episode wasn't going well and being able to walk away? Or how do you think Bill Burr would have felt in that situation if I had been in charge? We may never know. You think Bill Burr's gonna see this Let's Play someday? I seriously doubt it. God, I hate the trend of how when a person who's famous on the internet or on TV or whatever, the person gets mentioned in the Let's Play, and then the fans have to reach out to that person in real life, and you can't talk about nobody these days. It was like a thing where a certain other channel that shall not be named made a joke about Weird Al, and then one of the fans went and reached out to Weird Al, and you probably just creeped him out, honestly, as you should be on this goofy-ass Let's Play channel, and he was just probably thinking, okay, this person's probably not all there. So yeah, if you're a Let's Play fan, don't reach out to the people that are being mentioned in the episode. You're just embarrassing your host is what you're doing. Well, I just did terrible on this level. Look at that. 4 guys out of a possible 20. Should have just done it over, honestly, but I had to get this footage very quickly because it's hard to get the PS4. I've talked about why that is before, but yeah, there was no time to redo it. Had to get the footage for all 4 episodes of LocoRoco in one sit down, because the opportunity to use the PS4 wasn't gonna come again anytime soon.